And in other news, on St. Thomas, a correctional officer was detained after some bizarre behavior. Lee Carl brings us the story.
Fairly Justice Complex near the Sally Port. They were investigating was described by some as a freakout by a Bureau of Corrections officer. Let's put it in perspective here. The Bureau of Corrections officer who found himself on the other side of the law was advised of his rights Wednesday. He was identified as Almaldo Kennings, 53, of Lindbergh Bay. He was charged with illegal discharge of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance. Now, here's what happened. According to the information, residents called 911 about shots being fired at Brewer Bay Beach. The detective showed up and saw Kennings, who the officers knew very well, saw his white blazer in an area and found him sitting on a wall in the dark. She approached him, asked him if he had fired any shots. He said no. However, they searched his vehicle and found a gun. That gun, the test carried out, found the gunpowder residue on the hand, and he was arrested. A check also the Bureau of Firearms revealed Kennings does not have a license for the gun. Before being taken away, Kennings told officers that he had $9,000 in cash in his car to buy a car for his wife and wanted to retrieve it. Kennings told a police officer where to find the money, searched and found a 4-inch wide bag of marijuana, which was confiscated, and an envelope containing money also found, which he handed over. District Court Judge James Carroll asked the officer why the money was not seized. He explained that the defendant showed him receipts that he had cash withdrawal in that amount. Carroll added the illegal gun charge at the Wednesday hearing. Rather interesting, based on the testimony, Judge Carroll found probable cause for Kennings' arrest and upheld the charges, but Judge Leon Kendall let him go, ordered that Kennings be released his own recognizance. Carroll, back again, Wednesday decided to remand Kennings into the custody in order to psychiatric evaluation. Kennings had been employed with the Corrections Bureau for about 25 years. Justice Department spokesman Sarah Lazima said Kennings had been placed on administrative leave without pay and if convicted of crime would lose his job. She confirmed Kennings had also an episode of erratic behavior for about 10 years. No weapons were involved. He was placed on leave while he sought treatment. She said upon successful completion of his treatment, he returned to his job. Well, apparently that's a no-no now. Lazima said Tuesday that Kennings is being evaluated at the Snyder Hospital. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Your entertainment report from Bogle is coming up next. Stay with us on News Channel 8. Earlier today, News Channel 8's Wes Small caught up with the governor at Juanita Gardine School. Let's find out the story.
The Honorable Governor John DeYoung Jr. And boy, you were well received here today with all the autographs, and they didn't want to let you out. You're even wearing the school colors. So.
I know, I'm even wearing the school colors. Some young man told me I wasn't wearing the school pants, but I told him next time he invites me, I'll wear the school pants. Now, this was a great affair. I mean, the kids are enthusiastic, and I really have to compliment the principal and the staff, but also the National Guard for the initiative they had to start a program like this back in 2000, and now in conjunction with the Rotary Clubs. You know, the Rotary Clubs, their motto this year with the new president of Rotary International is make dreams real. And I think books like this that they gave out, the planners, help our children. I really compliment both organizations, our young men and women in the Guard, but also the Rotary Clubs for their initiative and their community effort. I mean, none of this could be possible without them. But the kids are just enthusiastic, and that really made everything just worthwhile.
And you love this, don't you? I could tell.
I love this. I love being here. I love listening to them. I love talking with them. I just love being around them because you really get a sense that they are our future. And they're also honest. They tell you exactly what they feel. Even if you don't want to hear it, they let you know. So I love that altogether.
All right. Yes. Governor, if I could just talk to you a little bit about yesterday and the cruise ship situation for St. Croix. It is a bright outlook for us and Frederickstead in general and all the vendors. Transportation issues, are all the kinks being worked out?
You know, yes. Is it going to be perfect? No, I do not think it will be. But I think that we've anticipated what we have to do, where we have to go. And I think the most important thing is whenever that kink comes about, whatever that problem is, at least the people know who to talk to and how they have to talk to each other to work them out. That's the most important part. you know, we've been able to convince this cruise lines, and it didn't take a lot of convincing, to be very honest with you, that St. Croix is an untapped potential, and they know that, and they want a new destination, a new itinerary, and we've been able to convince them that this is the place they should be and they should try it. And so they've said, if that's what you feel, sell it to us. We sold it to them. The community came forward and helped us. The taxi associations, the drivers, our town, Frederick, FEDA, tourism, the police department, and we made a case, and so they decided to come. And it's something we've been working on since 2007, but they've given us an opportunity to prove how good St. Croix can be, and at the same time for our own merchants, the ability to make money, and that's important, and that's an employment opportunity, so that's where we're going.
And the hospitality issue with training and to get people around the island, and you know, good buddy system, and tell them where to go and things.
And that's there too. The department is going to have some greeters that will be all over the towns that have big signs on that say "Ask me." So if there's a problem, ask them.
Right.
But also yesterday, what came up is the taxi drivers themselves, for example, said, "What about training? What about the hospitality? What about the scenic routes? What about the investments?" And for that, we had the tourism commissioner, public works, everyone was there to say, "Listen, this is what we're doing." But at the same time, there are business opportunities here, and that's what we want you to take advantage of and get involved in those entrepreneurial opportunities. And I think so. Are there going to be kinks? Realistically, yes. Will we work them out? Without a doubt.
All right. Governor, thank you for spending time with us today.
Thank you very much, and thank you for what you're doing.
All right. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.